Ladies and gentlemen, this is Billy C for Twinstiq.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Wild Season. It's still in its early beta phase, and it's going to be kind of a Harvest Moon style game eventually. So we're going to take a quick twin peek at it. It is in version 0.3.0.4, and what we've done is we've gone ahead and we've skipped the early part of the game. It takes, if you start the game like you normally would, it takes about 40 minutes to get to the point where you can actually farm in this farming game. Now, part of the reason for that is one of the things that this game is claiming to do is it's going to have a very deep, very interesting, much darker story than something like Harvest Moon, which sounds great. It sounds awesome, and the opening scenes that you go through, they definitely get that point across. There is something going on with the town, there's something going on with your farm, but you're not sure what yet. So at this point, nobody really likes you, nobody really wants you there. And I've gone through some of the early stages so that we can kind of move on and do a little bit of farming, and I can show you what this game has to offer right now. Now, like I said, it is an early beta, so there are a lot of issues with the game. One thing you'll notice is the music is actually pretty nice. There's not much variety in yet, but you'll see when I lift this up right here, there's no sound. There's no sound effects in the game yet. So I can't speak on whether they'll be good or not. I hope they are, because right now everything just feels a little floaty because there's no sound. But I'm going to show you here. I already planted these earlier so that you could see me water them and see how it goes. Going to go ahead and hoe up some more ground real quick. You can see in the top left I have a stamina bar. Just like in Harvest Moon, it goes down. I mean, this game is very, very similar to Harvest Moon. It's basically a copy of that game. But it's really in the same genre. It does have its own quirks, but it is very, very similar. So if you don't like those games, you won't like this at all. Something I did notice, though, is that the UI looks out of place. Like, it looks like it should be in the corners, right? But it's not. It's kind of squished in, and that might be because they took it from, you know, the tablet game or what have you. When you're in your inventory, you can go through these different inventory sections. You got your tools, your produce, and your miscellaneous, I guess. And then you can also hit a button to go to different menus. So you've got your animals that you can look at, different ones that you have. Well, I don't have any yet. And then you've also got your player ID. Okay, so there's experience, theoretically. I don't know what that would be for yet. But hopefully in the future they'll have that implemented and you'll be able to level up and get some new abilities and stuff. You've got cooking, recipes you know, and experience. Again, you can't do that yet. Mining with leveling and experience. There is supposedly mining. I have not tried it out yet, so we'll try that in this video. And then there it looks like fishing, but they haven't implemented any of that yet. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave the inventory. And, oh, we were going to plant some seeds. So let's go back into our inventory. Let's select our seeds. And now, oh, they have done, even since I've started playing this in the alpha, they've already done a lot of improvements and there's been a lot of changes. Initially, when you went into your inventory, you could not leave it by pressing the inventory button. You had to press escape. And there was also a glitch that made it impossible for you to actually get back into your inventory if you had left it at this. When you go to your player ID here, if you had left the inventory there, you could not get back into it. But that seems to be fixed. Let's go ahead and do a check. Nope. So now I can't get back into my inventory. So it's just it's a glitch with the game. Once you leave there, that's the only place you're getting. Which does suck, which means we can't go mining now. And I can't water these seeds that I just planted. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save. And then we're going to quit out and go back in. If it will let us save. Nick Hunter is the name it automatically gives you. If you do the quick join, quick story thing, you know, to jump right in, which is what I did right now. I have one that from before, but there's been some glitches with some of the earlier saves, and there's been some problems. So, sleep and save. It's not going to let me sleep, but hopefully it's saved. And I still cannot get into my inventory, which sucks. Okay, so let's go over here. No, it did not say. Okay. So, often if you go to save in your bed right now, it won't actually save, and the problem is, if there is an event that gets triggered at a certain time of day, it will stop you from saving so that that event can play, and then it will lock out the ability to actually sleep and save, which sucks. So what we are going to do is, if this doesn't work, we can't sleep. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go out and we're gonna try it again. Yes, I'm sure. And we'll go back to Quick Start, pick our character, and get back into the game here. There we go. Okay, so we're back, and we're gonna go ahead and collect our stuff from our inventory. Oh wait, we gotta let it go through this first. I tried to spare you this by going through a couple of things first, but apparently it's gonna make me do everything over again because of that glitch. So what we're gonna need the sickle, the watering can, and the axe. Now let's get out of here. Oh, you know what? We also need the pick. I'm gonna show you some. Oh, we've also got to go through this. So there's a lot of cutscenes in the game. There's a lot of dialogue, which again will be great when there's something that can happen from that, when there's a story you can follow. So Frank Zimmerman is the guy who's going to come and pick up your stuff that you want to sell, that you're going to put in that box. And that's what he's here for. He's just going to explain how that all works. And now we've got it. It's the same as in Harvest Moon. 5 p.m. every day except holidays. He'll come pick up whatever you've put in that box and sell it for money. He also gives you some turnip seeds to start, which is what you saw me plant earlier. But you'll actually get to see it grow this time, hopefully. Go ahead and run down here. See, you start out, it's all messed up. We're not even going to worry about that right now. We're just going to come up here and farm some of this nice area. Oh, apparently you can't farm up here. Maybe that's for chickens to roam free or something. So we'll come down here. We'll pick our sickle. Get rid of this. Get rid of there. Just clear out some space, really. Oh, see, we've got this, so we can actually feed it in there. Now, the downside is money is not implemented in this game yet. It's one of the serious issues why you really should not pick this up unless you just really want to fund the early development of it. It's not one of those early access games that you can get and spend a lot of time playing because there's not much implemented yet. So, like, what do I mean by a problem, okay? So, money's not implemented yet. Which means, after you run out of the, 18 seeds or whatever it is that they give you to start out here, after that's done, you're done farming. You can't buy any more seeds, you can't get any more seeds. That's it. So, hope you enjoyed it, but the game's pretty much over. So I'm just going to show you real quick. We'll plant a couple seeds, we'll water them, and then we'll take a nap, and when it lets us do stuff again, because it won't right away, there will be some cutscenes that happen, like always, which is very annoying when you're trying to just show somebody the game and show them how to farm and everything, but that's okay. It's one of the core aspects of the game, or it will be when it officially launches. So we can't really fault it too much, right? Go ahead and get our water. And we'll just fill up some of this. There's going to be a lot of stuff in the game when it does get finished, if it gets finished. And that's the key here. With early access games, especially nowadays, you really can't be too sure if the game is actually going to get released, getting finished. You know, it could end up like Space-Based DF9, but hopefully not, because I really want this game to be what it truly could be if they finish it. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be like this right now, you're talking to one of your potential love interests. There's going to be love interest in the game. Theoretically, you get married. There's going to be a lot of different plants you can plant and harvest. Different plants can be harvested at different times of the year, so you'll need to keep track of that. And there's going to be livestock you can get. Right now, you can go talk to the guy who sells it, but you can't really buy anything. Like I said, there's no money in the game, so you can't buy any of the animals or anything like that. And eventually, like, the animals could get sick. You're going to need to take care of them. You're going to need to get medicine for them, that kind of thing. And you can get sick too. There's a clinic in the game. You'll need to deal with that. But again, it's all theoretical. It's all in the future. Right now, what you're looking at, what you've seen me do, is pretty much the extent of what you can do in the game. So there you go. She's talked to me. Hopefully, it'll let us sleep now. And that way we can regain our stamina. Sleep and save. Yes, please. And someone has visited my farm, and it's going to make me talk to her again. It's the exact same conversation I just had with her. But again, it is alpha. It is a glitch that... Well, it's not alpha. It's early beta, but it feels like an alpha. It definitely does. So hopefully all of this will be fixed in the future. Like I said, they've already done quite a few fixes since the time I've started playing it. So I can't fault them as much as I originally wanted to. I wanted to come in... my original thoughts were pretty bad because of all the glitches I ran into, all the problems. But they fixed some of them in the week I've been testing it. So that's nice. That's good. It's on the right track theoretically. And I just want to sleep here. So let me go to sleep. Let me regain my stamina, and I want to do something else. Okay, it's going to force us to sleep now. The game right now tends to take away control from your character a lot. There is a lot of time where you are not allowed to do things that you want to do because the game has decided that it's going to do something for you. And I hope that that's just the early game, getting you started, kind of getting the ball rolling, and then after that you'll kind of be able to do whatever you want with very few interruptions. But you never know. So she's basically, I'm skipping a lot of this. I've already read it numerous times. She's just telling you that nobody's really happy that you're there. That's what everybody's telling you. They're not happy that you're there. They're trying to get you to either leave. She's trying to buy the farm. But we're going to tell her no because we want to actually farm if we can. And she'll get all mad. Saying she's going to leave. But she brought us pancakes, which means we can actually increase our stamina in the middle of the day without going to sleep. Which is good, because once you go to sleep, the game often bugs out, like I said. So, alright, so we've got pancakes. We're going to go and put them on our inventory so we can use them later. And do I have a pick? I do have a pick. Oh no, I just put it in the chest. That's not good. Okay. So I need the pick. Let's get out of here. We're going to go to the mountain. After we talk to her. Yes, she's going to tell us about the bouquet day or whatever they call it, which is fine. Again, I really hope this is just the early part of the game and that the entirety of the game is not going to be this ungodly scripted. I forgot, she's going to take us on a tour of the town. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this a video. It's been 13 minutes and I've gotten to play the game for about 2 or 3 of them. And that's really all the gameplay that the game has to offer right now. You can't sell anything, you can't buy anything, you can't do anything with your produce. And once you've planted the initial crops, you can grow them. It takes like 2-3 days to grow, and then you can harvest them and put them in the bin, and that's it. You can talk to a couple of people. Nobody says anything, nobody will interact with you as far as their job goes. So there's really not much else to do, and they're trying to sell it for $30 right now for Steam Early Access. I can't imagine paying that much money for this game in the end game. When it's all said and done, when it's released, yes, I could see paying $30 for it. It could be just like Harvest Moon. You know, I'm more than willing to pay $30 for a game like that. The situation it's in right now, I wouldn't pay more than $5 to support them. unless you really, really have faith in the devs, and I just do not have that kind of faith in any early access game right now. Will I be coming back to it? Yes, but not for a very long time. I mean, there's not much to play other than what I've shown you. So, until the game comes out with significant updates and lets you actually farm for a significant period of time, I just have no interest in coming back to it till then. But yes, eventually I will. And if they do release the game, undoubtedly I'm going to be back. I'm going to be playing this quite a bit, and I hope it's as good as it theoretically could be. So this has been Billy C for Twinstiq.com. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Amuntoth. That's AMUNTOTH. And follow us on Twinstiq. Go check us out for any of your gaming news, reviews, or editorial needs. Hit the like button on this video if you liked it, and subscribe, please, because we could always use more subscribers. It helps out more than you know. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.